We did promise the original King, but we're going to review another King. And that is because we were reviewing Godzilla, King of the Monsters, but sorry, after Kong Skull Island, I found the movie to be incredibly boring, and we couldn't even go to like the 40-minute mark because it to me felt a lot like
Boring.
I was gonna say it felt like the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movies in terms of the layout and style, and within of the 30 plus minutes, there was the only appearance of Godzilla was in archival footage. Universal, you found out the solution with Kong Skull Island. Why did you go back? I don't know.
It was made by Universal?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, since we did promise you a King movie, we are going to see. We're going to review King Kong in the Lost World.
Yeah.
The Asylum's 2005 knockoff of the Peter Jackson King Kong, which has more in common with Kong Skull Island than it has with the Peter Jackson King Kong.
We've got the leader, the explorer, the guy that doesn't want to do anything, the old guy with the briefcase that won't give it up, and the screamer. Yeah.
Also the blonde chick.
Oh, the blonde chick. We need to find Gloria.
And a few other women.
Where my Gloria?
And a few other women, right?
Yeah. Tall girl.
This movie felt... Well, there were a lot of ways that felt more like Kong Skull Island than King Kong. The first was that it involved a bunch of people, not just three people, like the Peter Jackson King Kong '05 movie did.
Well, it ended with 3 people, though.
And allegedly, it was based on a Sir Arthur Conan Doyle version, and the only thing I know that he's done is Sherlock Holmes, so... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if he's done anything King Kong related.
I don't know either.
I thought that would have been before his time.
Oh well.
So anyway, so much of this movie was reminding me of Kong Skull Island that I was like, man, maybe the Asylum should sue. Usually it's the other way around, but not in this case. And... Sorry, my back's a little itchy, folks. Minor backstory and fun fact is that this is the second Asylum movie that we were planning to review for this channel. The first from a long, long time ago was the...
Not so good movie. We don't even remember it.
Oh, yeah! No, I remember it. It was the...
Oh.
I think it was the Sinister Squad. Where it was basic...
After we watched Suicide Squad. We watched The Sinister.
Well, I was planning to review Sinister Squad for October because it involved, like, the Mad Hatter, and it was pretty much Alice in Wonderland, but as bad guys. And Alice was their Harley Quinn. And I think the Mad Hatter was their Joker.
Oh, maybe.
That movie was kind of boring, and you didn't watch much of it, so... We just kind of scrapped that review. So, this is our first Asylum review. It's not as bad as Sharknado.
Cheap. Inexpensive.
Yeah, and you mentioned many times how they were very stupid in that if there was a noise, they would go towards it.
Instead of running or staying or getting out of town.
There were continuity errors about how, like, someone had, like, a ripped outfit or, like, injuries, and then in the next scene they're totally fine.
Yeah. Well, she was carried on his back for a while.
I thought this was before that.
And if you see a giant spider web, don't touch it. Back away. Spiders as tall as people or bigger.
Yeah, this is the Asylum. Not necessarily a brilliant
Grabbed one guy and cocooned him. Mummified him.
Mummified him in less than a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if that's possible, but okay.
I don't know.
And
And he just threw the bundle down like...
And you can tell
you
folks...
don't usually... Spiders, don't they keep their cocooned mums? Whatever?
I'm going to kind of throw you under the bus, but you'll see why.
Oh, uh-oh. Goodbye.
That... You're not okay with gore, but you didn't even flinch when you saw that.
No, that I didn't flinch. Now, the girl that had the cut on her leg...
Yeah, the
that
spider
then became
gave it a cut.
Bigger.
And there was signs that she was infected, and...
Oh, I'm all right.
Weren't there like 2 times when she almost passed out?
No, that was the other girl. That was the screamer. Hyperventilate.
And, what happened? There was...
Which I really thought when she was going to hyperventilate and she covered her face because she was like this before, like something fell on her. I thought she was going to go, have her face gone, but they didn't do that.
I thought there was going to be something similar but worse, and I'm not going to say it for fear that people might be eating while watching this review.
Okay.
There are giant bugs, giant scorpions, which seem to be typical in most Asylum movies. Giant insects were also in the John Carter ripoff, Cinematic Excrement. Help me find that. I found that one out thanks to him. And, well, to be fair, Sunday School Musical didn't have bugs. And I don't remember if Transmorphers did either.
I don't know.
Okay.
So back to the movie.
Okay, what else do you want to talk about in this?
So then this tribe of people, and I don't know if they were airline passengers or whatever that created a tribe, or if they were there
they were just locals.
Locals on a Lost World Island, yeah.
Yeah, they're like Aborigines almost.
Yeah, their face was painted white and black, and they tried to do like teeth and scary skeletons. And
they looked like juggalos or insane clown posse people.
Okay.
Like knockoff Kiss outfits with skeletons. Like if you've ever seen someone trick-or-treating and they have like the
black
white
and white,
they have like
marks.
the white face, and then they have like teeth marks where above on
over
their
the
lips,
down to the
and then
chin.
their eyes are like colored around. That's essentially what they look like.
So what you would think of New Orleans and witchcraft and
Santa Sangra or something.
Whatever. So anyway,
so they sacrifice
people.
So they end up sacrificing people to the giant flying bug creatures, which again were in Kong Skull Island.
They were flying like bird dragon type things. You always see them in the dinosaur movies. Those birds with the pointed and the wings.
They kind of look like giant dragonflies.
No, they didn't. No, I don't think so.
Okay, fine. They look like pterodactyls, whatever.
Right, they look like dinosaur birds.
Shinobi's going to be upset now.
Why?
He's a dinosaur fan.
Oh. Well.
So, let's see, what else?
Reptile? Was that better? Reptile bird? Anyway, so they picked 2 people to sacrifice. Now, one guy that did not go with the search team showed up as one of the sacrifices. I'm like, oh, they brought him back.
And then we find out what he did. Let's keep that a secret. And, here's a tip for, I would say just women, but let's say anybody that is around, tribes people. If they touch your face or body or whatever,
don't fight them.
Don't slap them.
It just makes them more mad.
You might not like the consequences.
Right. They give you stuff to drink, whether you want to or not.
I thought that was
To
water at the
drug you.
beginning.
The water was at the beginning to
Yeah.
kind of make them friends. But then they gave them this purple black stuff. And I don't know how that girl,
Survived?
yeah, because she drank water or something after it to get it out of her mouth or something.
But it still went in her mouth.
Yeah. So I don't know how she didn't become drugged and dazed.
Or dead.
Well, the other girl that was looking for Lucy, the other flight attendant, didn't. And we did see where Lucy was. I don't know if you want to tell them.
Nah.
In the beginning.
I know what happened to the flight attendant.
Lucy was a flight attendant.
Okay, well, I know what happened to her. I know what happened to the flight attendant, and...
She was in her chair. Her seat. Remember?
I'm probably going to have our channel be rated for kids, so I'm not going to be able to say how I knew what happened to the stewardess.
Flight attendant.
Whatever.
Yes. So next time you're on a flight, yeah.
Thank your flight attendants. Then after that, Kong, quote unquote, appears.
Yes. And he looked like a person that they put a mask on, or head mask
he
on
looked like
to make
he
him
looked
look like
like
Kong. He looked people-like.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
he?
looked very thin.
Not like
Either one of two things. Either one, they put a human inside a monkey suit,
6-foot human, yeah.
or two, they.
He wasn't animatronic.
Well, here's what I'm getting at. They bought They bought some like monkey puppet or ape, gorilla ape or whatever puppet, and then they just did this because.
No, because he grabbed one of those reptile birds.
Oh, good point. The Asylum doesn't have that strong of CGI. He does not look like Kong at all. He looks more like Curious George.
No, he did have like the hair, the face. The face was like came to a point like a square, like jagged. You got to watch it if you're into Kong.
Okay.
Or if you're into the Asylum movies, yeah, you know what you're getting.
The monkey in Spy Mate looked more like King Kong than this creature did.
Okay, let's get a move on here.
And then it just kind of stops. It doesn't necessarily end. It doesn't necessarily finish. It just stops.
Yes.
I'm torn. On the one hand, I don't like that it didn't really have a major conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I'm glad it was only like an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay.
One thing I will say is that it didn't have a lot of funny dialogue or sharp, witty dialogue. And the same goes for Godzilla King of the Monsters as well. I also thought that movie didn't have anywhere near the amount of human characteristics or humor or personality, I should say, as Kong Skull Island. So it's like Universal, you took a big step backwards. I thought you were trying to be good, but no, this is...
Well, it might have got better. We only gave a 31-minute chance.
And most of that movie, going back to Godzilla, was in either a building or in Antarctica.
Well, because these Titans, they called them, I think.
Mutos or whatever?
No, they were Titans or something. They were stored in different places. So, like, King Kong was stored at Skull Island. This other one was stored in Antarctica. Another one was stored someplace else. So, they were trying to wake up and hatch these eggs, these babies, these creatures, whatever. And the main character, the lady, had found, or she had completed a high school project that actually was working to get the interference sounds that they had listened to. But anyway, we didn't finish that, so it got a little bit technical and a little bit boring.
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why we're not reviewing Kong Skull Island, two reasons. One, I kind of already reviewed it, and the second of all, it wasn't free on Netflix or Prime.
What you gonna do?
So we had to find a King Kong movie, and I saw that it was inspired by a story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and I'm like, okay.
Who is that? Anyway,
no, I know who Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is.
Okay, why don't we wrap this up?
That's like not knowing who Hans Christian Andersen is.
Why don't we wrap it up?
See Kong Skull Island. Don't see Kong in the Lost World or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really recommend
the sequel of Kong Skull Island.
No, don't see Godzilla King of the Monsters, you mean.
Right. Don't see the sequel of it. Yeah.
Join us next time when hopefully we'll review a live-action movie that's better and more entertaining.
True. Okay.
I really hope.
Okay.
Well,
talk to you later.
Of course, then again...
Okay, we'll keep
I didn't
talking.
like this... Of course, then again, I didn't like the director's last Western.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.